Hello and welcome to our 10th session, and in this session we are now going to build our augmented reality logic. So to begin with, see, we have this Verge 3D app manager, and in the Sudhi in AR project I will click on this puzzle and I have opened the Verge 3D puzzles. I am going to add a new tab here and I am going to call this as AR VR. And here, implementing augmented reality and virtual reality, on the left hand side you have a dedicated tab for AR VR. If I click on this, so the first two are related to VR, then the third one, check AR mode. This is the first component that we are going to use. So I will click on it and I am going to add it. The application is going to check whether the augmented reality mode is available or not. Once it checks and you are using it on a mobile and you have this AR mode available, then the very first thing the user is going to do is he is going to click on this button, enter AR. So now when the user clicks on this button, we want the application to enter into AR. This is a HTML element. I have to come over here to HTML now, and in HTML, if you see here, you have an option of on event of click. See, you have this. So I am going to select this and I am going to put it in if available do section. You have so many mouse event here. Instead of click, I will use the option pointer up. So when the pointer comes up, then I will come to my interface and I am going to select this enter AR button. The ID, not the class name. Class name has hyphen, ID has underscore. So I am going to select this ID, right click and choose duplicate. I will drag it here. Press Ctrl X and cut it. Now come to AR VR and press Ctrl V to paste it, and I am going to attach it to the place of element. When the user clicks on this enter AR button, I will again come back to AR VR. After check AR, you have the next option here, enter AR mode. I am going to drag this enter AR mode and put it here. So as soon as the user clicks on the enter AR button, we are going to enter into the enter AR mode, and in this mode you have various modes here, and I am going to choose the option looking around and I will enable allow HTML. And then as soon as you enter into the AR mode, as soon as you enter the AR mode, I want this character to disappear. So what I will do is, I will come to object and click on hide. I will bring hide here. Then in selectors, I will select the third group option. I will drag it here and I am going to select the Sudhi underscore group. I am going to select Sudhi underscore group and I am going to hide it. After hiding this, the next thing is I want the prompt move around to appear here. So for that, I will come back to my object. I will click on show. I will drag show below this, and this time I will come to selectors and I will select the individual object. I will drag it here and now I will click here and choose prompt underscore move around. So now as soon as the camera enters the AR mode, this model will disappear and then this prompt move around is going to appear. Okay, so by adding this, let us check it. So I will save this, and now if I execute it, this part I cannot check it here because my computer here does not support augmented reality. I have to check it on a mobile. I will now come back to my app manager here. After I save this here, I will come back to app manager, and here you have a facility to temporarily download your application to cloud. So if I click on this upload button, see the upload starts. The upload has started. So our app has been completely uploaded. So this is actually the link. So you have this direct link here. I will right click this and I am going to copy this, and the mobile device I am using now is an Apple iPad. In case of Android devices, you have to install Google Play services for AR, and once you install it, you can click on the link and start using the AR. But in case of Apple, iOS and iPad, see here I am actually going to come here to my app store, and I have to download a particular package called as WebXR Viewer. So come to your app store and select this WebXR Viewer, and I am going to download it. So once this app is downloaded, then I will open it, and in this I have to now do the checking. So to check this, I will copy this link, and through mail, I am mailing it. Now here in my iPad, I have got this link through mail. So I am going to click on this and I am going to copy the link. After copying it, I will come to my XR viewer here. I will click here and I am going to allow paste. I will click paste and go, and you can see now I am seeing the application here, and when I click on enter AR button here, it is asking me the confirmation to use, allow usage of device motion. Okay, always for this site I will enable, and I will click on confirm, and now you can see the model has disappeared and you are seeing the move around, and I am going to move it. Okay, so this logic is now working fine. Actually here, the next thing that should happen is, when I move this like this, whenever this is going to identify any plane like the floor, see if it identifies the floor like this, or if it identifies any plane like this, it should give me an indication that the plane has been identified. And this is what we are going to do next. Now coming back here, so this upload content is over and we have the link ready. I have copied it. So I am going to close this, and I am going to come back to my Verge 3D web interactive site, and here the next thing I want is, once the prompt is moving around, as soon as the prompt identifies the AR surface. So for that I will come back to AR. We have used check AR and enter AR, and the third component we use is detect surface AR. I am going to use this detect surface AR and put it below this show, and the surface smoothness I will adjust it to some value like 0.7. As soon as it sees the surface, the first thing it has to do is, it should now show. I will come to object and I will click show. It should show the indicator group. I will come back to my selector. I will click on this group. I will attach it here, and now I want this to show me the indicator group. The indicator group position where it should be at the point where my augmented reality has identified the plane. So for that I will come back to object here, and you have one option here, set. I am going to use this set. I will drag it and put it below this on intersection do, and what this has to now do is, here this is now going to select an object that is the indicator invisible plane. This is inside the indicator group. this indicator invisible plane, I am going to set its position. The XYZ coordinate will be, if I come to AR VR, you have one AR hit point. I will click on this AR hit point and I will attach X value to AR hit point X. I will duplicate it. I will set Y value to AR hit point Y. I will duplicate this and I will set AR hit point Z to Z. I want to hide, so I will next come back to objects here, select hide. I am going to hide this prompt move around. So I will duplicate it because this prompt move around text should get hidden as soon as I see my indicator invisible plane. In this panel, it is asking if missed. If you miss the plane, if the plane is not visible, then immediately what it should do is, it should hide. I will duplicate this, I will bring it. If it misses, it should hide the indicator group. So doing this, I will now again save this, I will execute it, and then I can't test it here. I will come back to my app manager and again I will click on this upload and wait till my changed file gets uploaded. Okay, so now my upload has been done. So now I am going to press enter AR. It is showing me move around, and now as soon as I move, see, you are seeing an indicator. The indicator is showing me the path where the plane is there. So if I move on the table, see, it is showing me on the table. Okay, so this logic is working fine. So now the prompt move around went away. Now the next logic that I have to apply is, when I click on this, I want the model to get loaded, and loading this model I am going to show it in the next session.